for this year, it will be long for Ken Ofori-Atta and Ghana and Penufo just a case there. Say Africa unfolding. In fact, Yedika report is that Ken Ofori-Atta, he has been detained. Detainment it is confirmed, approved. Say Ken Ofori-Atta, former finance minister in the Akufo-Addo administration, as well, not there. Detaining no IC center, detention center, Virginia. In the detention center, one of the can say Caroline detention center. Now, this time around, the news I have about every US different altogether. Now, yedi a breaky say he has been detained on a visa overstay, but Emre call any say new evidence cry ana just say I image ebusia ha Island TV Plus waje bre utie no oba like a video no na wa subscribe the channel there man. In fact Emaro if say odo comment so ebeba what you think about Ken Ofori-Atta ni case CCA Ghana ubia edi ho enkomo no. Ken Ofori-Atta, former finance minister, I think said that fact has been established. Akufo-Addo Ghana for Emano Akwenya say o medi Ghana so na metoto Ghana o man man. Amofa Ken Ofori-Atta so my finance minister 2017 substantively no o share the dwumadi anse ana 2024 Akufo-Addo year 2024 mu reshuffle of ministerial appointment no just ye gye ne dwumadi eto nchen ana ne dwumadi no owie ewo na okopia mu ewo US anye Ghana ha nyina yenim ne OSP akafa no in the last couple of months 2025 or the charges bebre ana abono na US ye chire no ene ye chire no a ehon sensen bebre no a ebaaye no initially ye di kan break here se ne ye di ka kana se na eye the visa overstay but honorable anase Dr. Dominic Ayini Ekrutinga oye attorney general Emma Ghana Emma yeti access there be ya revoke the visa nankasa the visa no na ya revoke na emom no enye se the visa na expire anase wa overstay na utietie mu a ya say ya revoke ye no na ye man no voluntary option say by November e was say we free US o man mu lenso ye papa ya so ne kakra nana ya say me nkoda Ghana me kopede o Ghana NDC aban permit den me san ko Ghana me nko na papa e kire say for whatever reason onwetwa so by November no he was still in United States and it say ICE and make the initiation say any be detaining no na niam na surprising they say Ken Ofori-Atta wo Ghana ha nyina no the agenda and as a narrative I walk out and they say oyare enti abrochira oba US oba nyina no obehwe no yare enti oba no yare no at the time they can't say on step it down even now minister no still na papa I say no he will serve his country till his last breath. And interestingly now where we dwumadi okromfo omanfo se bra na be accountable to the people of Ghana no afi de wo se oyare hwe ho yare ewia na afi wo beba waba na bra ice ekọ ne luxury apartment ho wonom ekwache no just say obi ya na kukura wonom so no nsa so no paachi ana wonom ewo no share omo car omo de ye arrest no na wonom ache no ice information reach and say na Ken Ofori-Atta was medically fit, but we have also gotten the idea say Ken Ofori-Atta na America wodi nyina no yare enti no yare wo ho enti wo hwe no ho yare na afa de ba ne sen na yetumi akwachi obi a sebi oyare na just say at the time from what the lawyers omo a follow case no any embassy e de ba ne say at the time where Ken Ofori-Atta no he was medically fit na Enye no kwa unse se yetu US na say ICE and I say immigration status and it related a year conversation a year na conversation no outcome different. Now this time the man here intriguing and it's FBI was involved in the arrest, but why would FBI be involved in the and I say in the detainment of Ken Ofori-Atta, linking a extradition request here Ghana Attorney General they ama US the Federal Bureau of Investigation say Ken Ofori-Atta or ye refugee and I say or ye wanted a person ye pen amana by Ghana mu na obeyi ensemi sebia no enti eno ka hu bi and understanding ayenya from this proceedings no ma yate ase say ene Ken Ofori-Atta is more likely to come to Ghana. While in any case he may still be in the US. Na fe whatever question bia na Attorney General ewo se obusa no in the ongoing suit case kisi ejaben at the office of the special prosecutor area bono no wetimi eya no na se utietie mu one immigration lawyer owo US Jonel Oklu Emma Ghana for etiase se Ken Ofori-Atta apparently looking at how our case air chrono he has good lawyers already. Now Dr. Dominic Aini akutinga me ate ase se Ken Ofori-Atta high good lawyers US say they will maneuver na ekwan bi omfa so a ometimi afaso no omo age Ken Ofori-Atta dey free the current situation mu na Jonel Oklu ema yate ase se Ken Ofori-Atta lawyers no can file a lot of things including political asylum. Say Ken Ofori-Atta is being persecuted by the NDC government. And he said, then he still has some chances of staying in the US. That is a Ghana. And I'm here to send Kayabetimi Astrodite, Ken Ofori-Atta manaba Ghana for questionings. And I just said it will all be in vain. In fact, Jonel Oklu, our US immigration lawyer, no, umentie seni osifa echere immigration status of Ken Ofori-Atta and issues unfolding.
No, and I'll say this, and actually, if you don't mind bringing up your previous screen that you had up when you had his applied for adjustment of status and the visa.
Let's show that on a screen for Janelle there to see. For your
viewers.
Yes.
Yeah, and then perhaps if I can explain that, because the thing is, for visa, immigration, and loan, okay, for visa, immigration, and loan, his chances of actually being removed from the United States, especially given the legal team that he has, it's very small, right? So I would say it's the flip of what you say when you said that, oh, most people who are in ICE detention, 99%, they end up removed from the US. No, he would definitely be in the 1%. The reason being, okay, first of all, you mentioned here that he has filed for adjustment of status. Let me say this. Generally, in order for someone to file for adjustment of status, they need to be in status at the time that the adjustment is filed. I do not know the full facts of his case, so I don't know when his application for adjustment of status specifically was filed. I would be curious to know, was it before or after his visa was revoked? Because if they filed for adjustment of status at the time that his visa was revoked and he was already considered an overstay, okay, if that's the case, then it's possible that the immigration judge may find that the adjustment of status filing was improper. Right? Improper, invalid adjustment of status. But I don't know the timing of the filing. The other thing is adjustment of status. Generally, you are not, okay, as a foreign national in the United States, you are not entitled to just file for adjustment. It has to be based, okay, it has to be based on a specific immigrant petition. So then the question I have is, what is his basis for adjustment of status? Is it possible, what was mentioned earlier in your program, that, is it possible that he's one of, the first to apply for one of these Trump gold cards? Is that the basis of his adjustment of status filing? I specifically, I don't know the facts of his family situation, but I wonder, does he have adult children who are perhaps hold U.S. citizenship? If that's the case, is it possible that one of his adult children has sponsored him? And through that means he's filing for adjustment of status. Another question I would have is, in any part of this, it hasn't been stated. All I've heard is adjustment of status is at any point, has he filed for asylum, political asylum?
And Oklu, of course, the visa no ya revoke while the Federal Bureau of Investigation (FBI) are involved in this particular case, say if or no he doesn't, according to the lady Oklu Janelle, or say only the fact of the case, but say Ken Ofori-Atta the case, strictly immigration status there, and Ken Ofori-Atta is more likely to still stay in the US. Because the issue of contention has to do with at the time when you revoking the visa, no, was it at the same time and another filing application say obey changing the status in the US, no, and if it is the other way around, then of course Ken Ofori-Atta has some chances of still staying in the US, though. Ya detaining no entinye obia according to General Oklo nye obia e be detaining ni bia e wo ice no and e deport no na emom there is a 1% bia omon they are more likely to still stay in the US even though ya detaining one, because Ken Ofori-Atta on the objective ni nan say obetna US, and there are a number of his relatives are US apparently, and they are all finding ways and means here on betimi aboanonya a permanent stay in the United States. But say dey Ghana, ye attempt to bring Ken Ofori-Atta, former finance minister, back to Ghana to face justice. No, let's just say it will be futile. I would say Island TV Plus. I think the latest update here Ken Ofori-Atta ho ana ya breakidia mama. Of course, the FBI involvement in Ken Ofori-Atta a case, gives Ghana some kind of hope. Say he could be extradited to Ghana for questioning.